Okay, this is problem 12 from January 31st. We're going to solve the system by substitution. And to do that, we first want to look at the two terms on this side of the equals and the two terms on this side. Find the simplest one. We've got a negative 5x, a negative 7x, a 6y, and an x. This is the easiest term. So we want to isolate this term. I'm going to write this equation on the top, and then we'll isolate this term. I'm going to write x plus 6y equals 6. To isolate the x, we want to get rid of the 6y. They've added 6y, so we're going to want to subtract 6y. We can simplify these two terms. Now we'll just write down what we didn't cross off, the x, and then 6 minus 6y. Now what we're going to be able to do is substitute. Whenever we see x, we're going to be able to write this instead, 6 minus 6y. So we need to look in the other equation, not the one we just used, but the second equation. And here's the x right here, so we're going to replace this x with the 6 minus 6y. To do that, I'll write the equation over. But I won't write negative 5x minus 7y equals 16. Instead of putting an x there, I'm going to put 6 minus 6y. Now I can simplify this if I distribute the negative 5. Negative 5 times 6 is negative 30. And negative times negative will give me positive 30y. I still have negative 7y here, and I still have equals 16. But now I can combine like terms. These two terms are alike because they both have a y in them. So that will give me a 30y minus 7y, which is 23y. I still have the negative 30 here. It's positive 23y. And I still have the 16. Remember, we're trying to now get the y. We have an equation with just one variable in it, so we want to get the y by itself. They have subtracted 30, so we want to add 30 to both sides. Then we're going to be able to simplify these two. We'll be left with 23y, and that's a plus. So 16 plus 30 is 46. Now, since we want to get the y by itself still, and since they've multiplied by 23, we want to divide both sides by 23. Then we have the y by itself, and 46 divided by 23 is 2. So that's part of our answer. We need to still find x. So now we're going to go back to our original two equations, and we could pick whichever one we want right now. I'm going to choose the first one because it looks a little simpler to me. And I'm going to write it as x plus 6. I'm going to write the y, but I'm going to put it in parentheses. X plus 6y equals 6. That's the first equation here. And I could have used the second one, but I like this one better. Looks simpler. I'm going to substitute now. Whenever I see y, this part of our answer says that y is the same thing as 2. And that means whenever I see a y, I can replace it with 2. Well, there's a y. I'm going to replace it with a 2. So that'll become x plus 6 times 2 is equal to 6. We can simplify 6 times 2, that's 12. So x plus 12 is equal to 6. Now to get the x by itself, since they added 12, we're going to subtract 12 from both sides. These will simplify, and we're going to be left with x is equal to 6 minus 12 is negative 6. So that's the other part of our solution. Our solution has two parts, and we want to write this as an ordered pair. The ordered pair means that the order matters, and x has to come before y, so we have to put the negative 6 first, and then a comma, and then the 2. And that's our final solution. The ordered pair, -6, 2.